Alright, welcome back, traders, for your weekly Sunday candle close. Your host here, Mr. Know-It-All, Evan. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Alright, so what's happening on the charts, right? That's why we're all here. Alright. Hang on just 1 second here. Let me just make sure I am live. Can you guys hear me? Is the music too loud or is it good? Let's see some ones in the chat. The music's good. You guys can hear me loud and clear. What's going on, GeoSearch? Alright, cool. Alright, so well, here we are, guys, right? So we had this, we called the, I mean, you guys already know this. We call this bottom down here, right? The Gartley setup, got the bottom, broke out of this wedge, right? You guys already know, in my opinion, the target here is right around the top of this wedge structure, which is between the 61.8% retrace and about 51,000, all right? So this is really the target I'm looking at on the wedge, right? And we just keep breaking through these fibs, right? We trucked on up to 42, got a pullback, got a nice bullish engulfing candle here the other day, and looks pretty strong, right? Looks really strong. We're getting this back test right now on the 50% retrace area here, which is confluent with the 200-day moving average, right? We're right below the 200-day. IJ Money, I am recovering, right? So it's obviously a life adjustment, but yeah, man, it's going well. It's going well. Appreciate you asking me. I really do appreciate that. Cool. All right. So this is where we're at. We're at the 200-day moving average right now. We're kind of putting in like a resting bar candle here, right? We didn't. No, it's not a bearish engulfing candle, right? We're not closing all the way down here at 42. We're just kind of sitting up here, right? Let's go to the oscillators. Yes, we are showing a bit of divergence, right? Lots of people ask me this. We are showing a bit of bearish divergence. That is definitely present on the chart. You can see that. Okay, but we are in an uptrend, and our MACD is bullish, right? Our MACD is bullish. Yes, we have not broken these levels in terms of momentum just yet. Okay, I do think that once we break above this 200-day moving average, that we're going to see some fireworks, right? Right when we get above this 200-day, man, and we back test it as support, I think this is going to take us to this next leg up, which is right around this $47,600 area, which could be the area where, you know, we could see, just a pullback, right? To back test the 200-day once we get above it. It is possible that we don't break the 200-day right away because we do have that bearish divergence. All right, so we could come back. We could come back down on the relative strength index. Okay. And we could see some sideways or some consolidation up here. That's perfectly fine, guys. We had a big breakout. We had even a pullback here, a couple days of a pullback, right? And this was all good. This is all of what we were wanting to see in Bitcoin, right? And on the weekly time scale, very strong weekly candle, right? Again, on the weekly, we're at the 21-day moving average. If we can get a closure, yeah, if we can get a closure above it. All right, we can resume this major bull market, right, guys? So that's what we're really looking to see. You can see even on the weekly oscillators, this looks really good. We're at above 20 on the stochastic RSI with separation on the Stokes. This tells me that there's lots of room to move to the upside in the coming weeks. Okay, this is I want to show something else. All right, this is a really good indicator for Bitcoin. It is the hash ribbon indicator. I don't know if you guys know about this one, but it's very good. And we're just now flashing on the daily chart buy signals here on the hash ribbons, okay? We haven't flashed a buy signal since December of 2020. Are you guys listening? We have not flashed a buy signal on Bitcoin since December of 2020. Hello? Are you listening? Bueller, are you there? All right, cool. I think that's really, really interesting, and I think it's really cool how well this indicator is poised based on the hash rate and its algorithmic calculation based on what's happening on the Bitcoin network. Okay, and so this is a really cool indicator. You guys should definitely be paying attention to this. I think this is very, 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 very important. Okay, for Bitcoin anyway. All right. Obviously, the rest of the market is going to follow Bitcoin. So, yeah, I think that's really, really important. And also the 3-day. Okay, the 3-day also flashed a buy here. I think that's what I originally charted this on. And yeah, and back in December was the last buy. And also, guys, so the TTM. I know lots of folks. I want to explain. Man, last time you said I did nothing and regretted so much. Haha. Crypto bot, baby. Yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, listen, I tried to help you guys in understanding where maybe bottoms were. I think we called the bottom down here at 30K, right? I think I did a video on it as well. Make sure you guys just share the streams and share the content that we do here at STP. I really try to give you guys my best judgment as to where I think the market's going. And you know what? Sometimes I could be wrong as well. I think I started giving longs here at 33K or something. I missed the exact bottom or something. Listen, you know, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'm not a robot. But I do what I can for you guys, and I hope that everyone appreciates it and shares the content and helps the community grow, right? Because we're all here, we're all trying to do the same things. We're all trying to grow our wealth and be successful at reading charts and investing our money correctly. By the way, none of this is financial advice. This is just what I'm seeing on charts and how I interpret them. Okay. So yeah, the weekly candle or the 3-day candle, the last 3-day candle to close was a bullish engulfing candle, breakout candle, right? And the 3-day here, obviously, we're getting that hash ribbon buy signal, and we did trigger longs here on the TTM. Okay, this could last for days and weeks, right? Last time we triggered on a 3-day squeeze was all the way back here. Well, this was July, so that wasn't that far. There we go. Let's see. The last time we had a major 3-day squeeze was. We had a squeeze here back in September of 2019. This might have been during a bear market, because the squeezes can also be to downsides too. I really use the squeezes for option trading, but when you get them on major time scales for Bitcoin, it's something significant to look at, right? So yeah, I mean, you can even see here we had a weekly squeeze that triggered back here in December of 2019 when the weekly buy signal came in for the hash ribbons here. Okay, well, this was really, really good. It resulted in like a 50% move, and then obviously we had coronavirus crash, and we got another buy signal right after that, right? So we didn't flash a weekly buy just yet, but we flashed, you know, 3-day. Right, so that's the smaller time scales first. So we were waiting for that signal. We need a Discord emoji to know that are you listening? Oh yeah, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. I'll work on that one, right? Okay. All right, so that's Bitcoin right now. Like I said, we're right at the 200-day. I think maybe we just consolidate here. We could have maybe a back test of 42, 43K, right? But the key point here is that if we break the 200 moving average, do you think we'll go higher than the wedge target in the short term? In the short term, I mean, probably not. We'll probably get to the wedge target, and we'll make some sort of, because this will end up being some sort of cup pattern, right? This will be a cup pattern, and I think a back test with a handle continuation, right? So something like that. I think the wedge, it's telling you, you know, like the wedge patterns, you guys already know about the wedge patterns, right? So like, I think we get up to this level right here, we're gonna maybe, you know, see some resistance. This is the 61.8% retrace, the golden retrace area, which happens to be basically confluent with the top of the wedge. So I think that's going to be the target, right? And we might reject it right away, you know, first off, you know, before we, you know, if we get above the 200-day, I think we'll try to make a rally, right? We might even try to get up to like 53K or something, right? We might see some, we might see some real volume come in. Like, let's throw the volume profile on real quick to see, you know, like the visible range. So like there really isn't too much. Oh yeah, see, like right here there is some traded volume up here, so this could be an area of regarded resistance, right? Even though on the daily time frame we don't really have any real resistance on the daily up until about 61 to 63. You know, I don't know. We might just blow right through it, man. 3-day chart is super bullish. Weekly chart just crossing up. The other thing to pay attention here is the Gaussian channel. Okay, on the 5-day chart, right now we're in what's called a 3-bar play. Okay, right. We have the igniting bar, the resting bar candle, and the third bar, right? So 3 bars. Okay, we're in a 3-bar right now. We're about to close this candle in about an hour, and I think we just need to get back above this wedge area. Like I said, weekly chart looks good, so we need to get above this 200-day on the daily, right? The daily, we're right at it, but like I said, this candle doesn't look bad. It's just a resting candle. And we could even have a couple candles that go sideways, right? And that's it, man. I think we're just gonna go right up to the 61.8% retrace area. And on the daily here, you can see there isn't a lot of trade. Actually, it's weird. The daily is not showing a lot of trade volume. We could just see a major move, man. We could just see another major pump. Could see that. Definitely could see that. Because a lot of like ETH, for example. By the way, ETH is definitely leading this whole rally. All right. ETH right now is above all major moving averages on the daily charts, and the weekly chart is also above the 21 EMA, or the 21 moving average, right? ETH is back in a bull run. ETH is back in a bull market. So the target here for ETH on the wedge is right around this $4,000 area. Okay, we're gonna close this weekly candle, looking like a weekly breakout candle, right? Looking left, there's nothing here. There's nothing here, right? So, and the monthly chart, I know we still have 23 days, but we're in a monthly breakout, guys. We're in a monthly breakout. All right, I got a different chart of ETH here that'll probably blow your guys' minds. So here is the target. Hey, thank you so much for the $3 super chat, Andy. Really appreciate that. All right, so I'm looking right now, right? So we fibbed from the 2015 low to the swing high of the previous all-time high on ETH, right? To get some future projection as to where this asset might be going. Okay, right now there's no fibs up here, man. We're in like price discovery, right? Price discovery. So the next major fib extension for ETH is right around this $14,000 area. Okay, that's kind of the target right now, long term. Okay, $14,000 Ethereum. XRP, yeah, we can take a look at XRP for sure. Take a look at XRP. Again, monthly is above all major moving averages. Weekly just below the 21. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Yeah, I had this drawn on a separate chart a long time ago, but basically how I had this drawn was, it was a pennant that we broke out of. Okay. Broke out of it a while ago, actually. Yeah, this was the break, right? Because this was the breakout, and this was the back test in the rally. Yep, so this is the pennant that XRP broke out of, all right? And 10,900% measured move for this asset, okay? This thing is about to go insano, man. Insano. It may not do 10,900% the whole move, but I still think $9 is a real target for XRP. I've been saying $9 since the beginning of this bull run for XRP. People think I'm crazy, and that's okay. I might be, but I mean, the 1272 fib extension from the swing low of December 2016 to the swing high is $22. So if we do half of that move, we do half the move, okay, half the move, we're looking at like right around that $9-10 area. I mean, that would put it at an insane market cap, right? So maybe it doesn't happen on this run, but I would say it looks like it's gearing up to at least test the previous all-time highs at $3.50. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I want to look at total 2 right now and really chart this out, because this is some insane effing chart, man. This is an insane chart, absolutely insane. All right, so we had this break again, another pennant, right? Andreas, I think all that SEC stuff is all just hocus pocus news. I mean, listen, yeah, there's probably some things with the news that you should probably pay attention to. I know Coinbase delisted XRP because of that. They didn't want to be, around it or involved in it or something. But I don't know. I shouldn't say news is BS, but I just pay attention to charts. All right, and the charts tell me what they tell me. However the news ends up playing out will probably resolve in that direction, right? So if the chart looks bearish, there's probably going to be bad news. If the chart looks bullish, well, there's probably going to be good news, right? Anyways, that's my own judgment, my opinion. I understand that business still needs to go on and happen with the asset for it to remain in a bullish trend, but I would say that they're probably doing good things for banks, and they're probably doing good things for whatever the technology is being meant to be used for. Okay, and I think something like changing the SWIFT system into XRP is kind of where they're going, which is a big shift, big shift, right? So that could send the price much higher, right? If all the banks start using XRP as their main ledger. Anyways, so total 2, which is all the altcoins, right? I mean, we can't really use the hash ribbon indicator for this, but I mean, we have hidden weekly bullish divergence where, obviously weekly is still above 0 on the MACD, so bullish. Hidden bullish divergence, right? We're getting the 3-day cross up right here. You can see the momentum coming in. Looks pretty good. We're still in a 3-day squeeze. We haven't triggered long just yet. We are seeing a bit of a little bit of a pullback here today on total 2, and that's perfectly fine. I think this is also in a nice wedge formation that broke out. I don't have it charted here, but basically you guys can see it. It all looks very similar on all the altcoins, right? So this was the break, and this is the wedge, right? And so we're gonna go up to the top of the wedge. That's where we're gonna go. XDC, sure. Let's take a look at it. Is that on... Well, where's the most chart data on this one? Do you know? Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. I'll assume that this has the most data. Okay, yeah, so this looks really good, man. I mean, look what you got going on here. You got a nice trend line here, right? This looks like an ascending triangle. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points, all uptrending, right? Perfect. And then you have your resistance line up here, and you're trying to break out of this right now. And you can clearly see, yeah, we can do VeChain. You can clearly see that you're in a squeeze here on the directional movement index, and you can also see that you're making this divergence here, right, with the lowest low on negative momentum and a higher low on negative momentum, and you're trying to break out of this triangle, right? And so the measured move on the triangle, I believe is well, it's pretty dramatic. 165%. Actually, I think it's even more. It's probably around 480%, okay, from the bottom of the triangle to the top of the triangle, right? And so if you were to fib that, meaning you're get some targets on that, some realistic targets, okay? You know, I'd be shooting for yeah, a double up in price, man. 23 cents, the top of the 1272 fib extension, and if you extend out past that, you're looking at 30 cents, and up to the 1618, 46 cents. 486% is a significant move. You're obviously not going to do that whole move in one shot. I think you'll get an impulse out, and then you'll get a back test of the triangle, right? Hey, make sure you guys smash up the like button. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content here at Swing Trade Pros. I do what I can for you guys. I really do appreciate all you guys tuning in, and I appreciate all you guys' support here on the channel. All right, and yeah, we can look at 88. Sure, man, let's do it. So I have it mapped out here, right? The falling wedge target is the 250 area, right, which is the top of the wedge. But if we end up getting a major impulse, right, we get like a major impulse from here. Okay, we're really looking at that 445 target. Okay, because that's that major fib extension. Okay, 88, looking good. All right. VeChain, right? VeChain wanted to be looked at. Haven't looked at VeChain in a bit. Let's take a look at it. Is this all the chart data on VeChain? I don't know, is this accurate? I guess. Alright. We'll just go with the Binance chart. Probably has the most data. Alright, so we overshot the 1618 fib extension and had a big correction. And we just came right back down to the 1272, got a nice bounce off there, and you know, kind of bump and run, bounce and rally type deal. And yeah, we could definitely expect to see this come back to this 26 cent area if Bitcoin remains bullish. Perfect. Yeah, this looks good. Just back testing this fib extension right here, this fib node, right? So maybe we go, you know, up to the 1618, the 50 cent area, and that'd be the cycle top. Right, and then we can we can short it after that, right? We go into a bear market, and you know, it could probably come back down to like here during the bear market after we get this next leg. But yeah, first I think up to 25, 26, previous all-time high, and then maybe touch the 200% retrace area around 50 cents. So looking at like a 5x on VeChain. Okay. Not sure anyone who took the dent coin trade, man, but this thing is off and running, falling wedge breakout. This was posted in the STP alert section. Okay, we're now getting up to what is the 302 fib extension. I gave targets all the way up here. I'm going to show you guys this. I know some of you guys are part of it, but I want to make sure you guys are aware of these trades that we do post for you guys. Okay, so here's the dot trade I gave. Where's the dent coin trade I gave? Dent coin, where are you? Well, anyways, I did give Raven coin. If you guys took this one, this was 4.8 cent entry or 5 cent entry. We already know where Raven coin went. This one went to over 10 cents in the last week. Dot gave an entry at 12 1/4 to 12 3/4. Right? Come on. You guys already know where Dot went, right up to 20 bucks, more than 50%. I don't know why some of these links aren't working anymore, but that's weird. But here I gave an entry on ADA. There's your entry there. 1 inch gave an entry here, 230. Okay. Maker gave an entry 2850, 3100. Maker's been ripping. GRT gave an entry. I think we're back in the entry zone right now, but I still think GRT will make some nice movements. Okay. EGLD, let's take a look at it. Oh, that's where I posted it. I posted it in Telegram, I think. I am running Cornix. If you guys are, were we not in a bear market? No, I don't think we were in a bear. Well, I mean, briefly in a bear market, I guess. If Bitcoin's below the weekly 21, I guess technically bear market, but. So here's some of the Cornix trades, okay, that I posted the last couple of days, last couple of weeks, some of the swing trades too, okay. Like as you can see, some of these trades maybe took days. Like Adam here, took 12 days to get to a target, but 41.58%, okay, that's a nice trade. Here's Dot, 72%, okay, this is on 3x leverage, took 16 days, right, 2 weeks. 2-week trade, you made 72%, almost double your trading account in 2 weeks. How about that? How about that? All right, so here are all the, I gave Ethereum Classic, I gave ETH, Algorand. What are your thoughts on traditional securities this week? Looks like stock market is heading towards a rough patch. Yeah, let's take a look at the S&P real quick while we're on here. So it's still like somehow holding all these levels, right? It's just perfectly holding the trend line. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's due for some sort of major correction at some point. It's tough to call tops. I mean, you can see the daily diverging here too, right? See the divergence. Yeah, I mean, I do think we could see this come back down to the bottom of the channel. Maybe if we break it, if we break the bottom of the channel, that could be a major short opportunity, right? Because it's going to probably come back to try to retest this, and then probably drop all the way down, man. Really, it would do something like that. But we'll see. You know, I'm not here calling a top on the S&P. You know, last week it closed to all-time highs, right? Weekly bullish engulfing candle. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, just this doesn't look good, right? Like, you just have all this divergence forming, and I mean, none of this looks really that good, to be honest. But it's the S&P, man. It's the S&P, right? Just gonna go up forever, I guess. I don't know. It looks scary, man. It really looks scary, and it really wouldn't shock me if eventually we see a big crash down to test this area here. Okay, which is a significant drop, man. It's a significant drop. All right, like 12%. I think the target I really had was the 1618 fib extension on the S&P, which was the swing low to the swing high here, which was the 1618, which is up here. So we got to the 1414, right? And we're kind of pulling back right now. We got to this 1414, we're pulling back a little bit here, but I still think we get up to the 1618, which is another like 11%, which is going to send Bitcoin to the moon, right? That's the only way Bitcoin goes to the moon, is if the S&P continues higher, right? So I still think that this is the major inflection point, the major target for the S&P, right? The golden mean ratio, the 1618, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this as the top, 4,900 on the S&P. You guys can quote me on that. Okay, that's gonna be the target. Questions, comments, concerns? Do we have okay, we have 21 people on tonight. Thank you guys so much. All right, excellent. Nobody likes to hear bad news, but I mean, we're due for some sort of major correction, right? Let's go look at the DXY for a minute. That's a tall tale sign also. Actually, I'm going to look at USDT dominance, because that's what I've been using really to follow and kind of catch these bottoms and stuff in the crypto market. All right, so the weekly, as we know, is in this rising wedge, and well, we exceeded the move, man. So maybe this is where we get the pullback, right? We're getting a pullback here on Bitcoin, but I'm for some reason I'm not really believing that this is going to be. Yeah, this has lots more room to come down to, I think, especially on a daily time frame. This could come all the way back down to like the 2 range. Yeah, man, I think, especially with the S&P, I think as we get closer to that 1618, that could be areas to start taking short positions, or at least hedging your position somehow. Maybe, maybe hedge with gold or something, or hedge with... But I feel like if we're going to get a crash, they're all going to crash. It's not just going to be the S&P crashing. You know, gold's going to crash, Bitcoin's going to crash, everything's going to crash. And then it'll just probably make a crazy recovery, right? V-shaped recovery. They just printed so much money, man. It just wouldn't make sense that we go into like a complete utter bear market unless they force that, you know. So, but I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. The rainbow chart's pretty good to look at in terms of where you're at, like in the halving cycle. Yeah. So now we're back in the hodl stage. We were in this still cheap stage down here around 30K, 29K, and now we're creeping on back up, right? So you want to be looking to exit stuff like when FOMO intensifies and sell these areas here when we start getting into these these orange red areas, right? That's when you really want to be exiting stuff for sure. Okay. Well, Well, I hope you guys are, enjoying, and I'm informing you guys here as best as I can to prepare yourselves, because we already know, what happens, man, is like 90% of people, they don't end up selling stuff, and they get stuck holding bags, and then they have to hold it through another cycle, and that token or coin may not perform as well as it did in the previous cycle, right? You need to, in all honesty, if you're gonna hold anything, if you're gonna hold anything through a bear market, guys, this isn't financial advice, but if you're gonna hold anything through this bear market, just make sure you hold a major cap coin, okay? Bitcoin, Ethereum, something that's major that isn't going anywhere, all right? Let me take a look at Link, yeah. Thinking about selling it, all right. Well, here's Link. So Link is in a beautiful channel here, man, right? 1 touch, 2 touch, almost 3 touches up here. And yeah, we'll get to EGLD. You know what? You asked about that earlier. I'll just do it now. Sorry. We'll get to Link in a second, man, alright? Sorry. Annie super chatted me. I totally forgot to cover her token. Alright. Beck, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You guys could just give me a second here, all right? We do have somebody that was kind enough to super chat me here tonight. I want to cover this token in its full entirety before I get to some other of your guys' requests. Okay, so perfect, right? This is actually textbook perfect stuff here. EGLD came right up to the 1618 fib extension, pulled right back down to the 1272 fib, is now powering through the 1414, and likely going to go back up to this level, right? Likely going to go back up to this 249 level and test this resistance up here. It's pretty clear that that's what it's trying to do right now. You can see this here on the RSI. You are sitting at 80 on the RSI, okay? I do suspect we might see some sort of pullback, right? We just went from $70 to $140 or almost 130 bucks pretty fast, right? So the daily chart looking a bit extended. Longer term time frames, weekly chart still looking very, very, very nice, very bullish. Just be patient, okay? I think we're going to see another major leg up on this asset. Okay, another major leg up, maybe all the way up to $1,000. Okay, right. That's the next major fib extension, right? Once you break the all-time high, you got nothing up here, right? Straight up, straight down, straight up type stuff. Okay, parabolic type stuff. Okay, but the fib extensions is how. I showed some nudity? What? Well, anyways, I didn't mean to do that. If that was the case, sorry about that. Yes, EGLD is 80 on the daily, right? 80 on the daily. On the weekly, though, you're still sitting at 56, so lots of room to run on the weekly time scale. Okay, and now above 20, on the stochastic RSI, that's super bullish stuff, okay? Right? You can also clearly see the hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time scale, right? You have your you have your low and you're at high or low on the RSI, but this is implying major movements back to the upside, as stated before. And you're going to get this weekly candle closure here. This looks like a nice bullish engulfing candle. Did just delete that stream after, no big deal. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I deleted it then. Anyways, so yeah, EGLD Annie. I'm looking at, once we break these all-time highs, we're looking at, you know, close to that $1,000 area. Maybe we don't get exactly there. Now this is where you want to fib from here. Okay, you want to get some sort of realistic target for yourself so you don't go crazy. Oh my God, it didn't hit Mr. Know-It-All said it was going to go to 1,000 and it didn't go there. All right, so fib from your previous high to your swing low here, you know, and I would target areas in between. Okay, 380, 475, 656, and maybe your fourth target up at that $1,050 area. Okay. Sound good? All right, good. What did I miss now? ILV. I was going to do Link. Let's do Link real quick. Okay, so Link in the falling wedge. The target, we all know, the top of the wedge, 52.58 in time. Not going to happen right away. All right. And again, weekly close to crossing bullish, hasn't done so just yet. It is still showing that hidden bullish. The weekly is still showing some hidden bullish divergence, right? And this is implying price action to the upside, right? And so we wait for Link. Whoever was asking about it before, I don't. This isn't financial advice, but I don't think that it's really the time to sell just yet. Okay. I'm targeting, you know, close to maybe this $200 area for Link. You know, this could take some time, but there's no real fib targets above the previous all-time high. Okay. Something like this. It may not play out this way. It might just rally on right through this. I don't know. But that's why we have a chart. Algo is due for a pump. ACH. What else do we got? ILV. Angel, no problem, man. Let's see. ILV. Is this a stock? Is ILV a stock, Satoshi? Anyways, I'm going to look at Algorand here. Ryan, yeah, my pleasure, man. No problem. All right, so Algorand, we're gonna fib from the swing high to the swing low. Wow, we have a perfect wick down to the 236. It's crazy, right? When you guys see where these where the price action stops at, it's interesting, right? Oh my God, it stopped right at the 786 fib extension. No, in uni. All right, yeah, we'll take a look at it, man. So, what is Algorand doing right now? Well, that's a good question. So we're going to chart it here. We're actually going to chart this on a line chart. I can do hot USDT. Yep. Give me a minute. Give me a bit. So this is looking kind of interesting on the weekly. So typically this is like a I mean, it looks like a bear flag, but it's actually probably a bottoming formation because the rest of these assets have bottomed. And it wouldn't shock me if we saw something like this where it broke out and it got up to about that $7 area, okay? Because that would be the top of this area right here, and that would make sense that it comes up to test this area, $1.03. And what do you know? It's actually confluent with the 21 moving average, okay? But that's what Algorand looks like right now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, right? The daily chart, yeah, making a lower high. That's not too good. I didn't like to see that. That's, you know, maybe a swing failure pattern. I don't know. That it did make a higher high on the RSI. It isn't a daily squeeze. I don't necessarily like this though. This doesn't look good on the stochastics right now. Daily chart. Doesn't look so good. It doesn't look so good. It came back into the structure, came back into the pattern. I actually own a bunch of this stuff, so so yeah, maybe it chops around for a bit in this wedge. Right, it could do something like this where it's maybe eventually breaks out of this. I don't really want to see it break this low though, man. That wouldn't be good at all. But it could do something like that. Okay. ACH. Oh, this is this one that just went bonkers. Yeah. There's not enough chart data on this to really look at it, man. To be honest with you guys. There's nothing to really see here. It just it got released and then ripped. It started to make higher lows, I guess. There's not enough chart data on this. Sorry. Hot USDT. I feel like this isn't all the data. Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess it is. So yeah, I'm seeing some sort of like pennant formation here, or like this was a wedge that it broke out of, right? So you could see this maybe easily going back up to like 5 cents in time, right? And ILV was in uni. Let's see what we can do about that one. All right, so we got this, I guess. I don't know how you want me to chart this, man. This looks like what do you want me to do with this? This is it, right? This is it? Alluvium, wrapped ether? I can't chart that, man. Sorry. Any other requests you guys have tonight? We have about 13 minutes till the daily and weekly candle closes. How about we look at some stocks? I'm gonna show you guys some trades that I'm in right now. This is one of them. Oh, you guys want BNB? No, I don't really look into new projects. I only look at coins that have chart data, because you can't really trade new coins, man. It's really difficult. There's no data. So BNB, if it continues this projection here, I mean, you can see that it's trying to break that trend line. It's getting rejected there for now. Yeah, I mean, if it can't get back above this, excuse me, guys. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. I mean, bounced right off the 886 fib here. I mean, this sounds like a crazy target, but I don't know. That would be insane if that happened. Yeah, so I guess for upside, we're looking, 400, 450, 550, 600. It's still making higher lows, man. So even though it looks kind of, like it hit like the top of the RSI here, it still looks okay. It's in a squeeze on the daily. Yeah, we can look at cake. But so far a lower high than this high, right? So, but it's still making higher lows, right? So low, same low, rally. Coming back down to back test this 382 fib extension. Looks like you're bouncing right off of it for now. Anyways, let's look at cake. So yeah, it's possible as long as you're holding the trend line, man. You're gonna continue higher probably. One of the best indicators that we do have is the price flow indicator. So this is really nice. So you can see we crossed a bit bearish here on the hourly. The daily crossed up, right? Daily looks good. It's going back into an uptrend, looks like, on the daily chart. Okay. Let's look at cake. So touching resistance. Crypto bought lots of them, man. Lots of them. So cake could, touching resistance here. It looks like maybe pulling back, right, a bit. It could pull back to, you know, this moving average line right here, okay, on the daily, which is right around this $15 area. And we could then see it try to break through the resistance after pulling back, okay? If this asset's bullish or if this asset is being bought or sought after, we really need to make closures to avoid you know, a head and shoulders type of structure up there at 36. So you have lots of room to run. You haven't even done probably a 23.6% retrace yet on this asset. Well, I guess you have. You've done a 38.2% retrace, which is, you know, the beginning part or area where you could see a retrace. Right. So anywhere in the 382 to 61.8% retrace area, you know, you get common retraces after that back to the downside. Right. So. That's what that looks like to me. And the weekly looking good. Matic or AMP, we can take a look at them, yeah. I think I've charted it already. It's like yeah, so projected up to 188, right? We're holding the weekly trend line here. And AMP, is that ample fourth or something? Or just AMP USD? Not enough chart data really to do anything with this one. So sorry about that. But yeah, let's go back to Bitcoin, right? We're about to close the weekly here. Indeed, and we're getting a weekly cross on the price flow, right? Orange and blue boxes on the right. What do you mean? What orange and blue boxes? On the chart? On the right side of the charts. I don't know what you're asking. Oh, this? The measurements? The percentages? Are they gone now? I don't know what you mean. Feel free to DM me, man, on Discord. Any of you guys catch the TrueFi pump this week? This thing was like a 300% move. The orange to blue. Maybe the orange to blue from the signal that mean price reversal. I'm still not seeing what you guys are seeing. Can someone take a screenshot of it and send it to me on Discord? On the ADA chart. I don't know, but when you were on the 88 chart in XRP, it was on the right-hand side. Right-hand side. Don't know. I don't know what you mean. Anyways. And the XRP chart. Oh, you mean the blue box that I drew? It's a price projection. Price projection. All right, so we have a new day, guys, a new week, a new weekly candle. Get some hype in the chat. All right, what's gonna happen? Up or down, guys? We're in a weekly breakout, right? Technically, we're right at the weekly 21. See if we can get above it. Right at the 200-day moving average on the daily. Okay, guys, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you guys smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button on your way out, and tick the little bell, all right? I will be releasing some static content this week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And make sure you guys join the Discord. Check out swingtradepros.com. We have all of our products there. You guys can check out our indicators. We have a slew of different indicators you guys can help with your guys' trading. If you guys are short-term or long-term traders, you know, we have the RSI bands here. These are great. Every single time you're in the green band area, you can see that Bitcoin was a big buy. And then obviously we got this big move out. When we get towards these red bands, obviously Bitcoin becomes a sale, right? So when we get up to these, you know, $50,000 and $55,000 areas, you could look to maybe get out of some of your Bitcoin and wait for it to come back down, etc., right? The price flow indicator we just went through, this obviously just made this cross up, right? So nice. We know that this is now in an uptrend, right? I will put back the live signal for you, CryptoBot, baby, no problem. But yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord if you guys haven't done so already. That's where all the fun stuff about the SAR and automated trading stuff, if you guys are into that, join the Discord, check it out. We'll catch you guys next week for the next live stream, all right? Talk to you guys.